Damon, do you have the license plate with you?
No, I don't. It's just at my shop in Huntington where I said like mile and a half down the road. I was driving on my way back there, but I was pulling over because my car has an issue and I've been just dealing with it all day. So
you told me earlier that you picked it up from another shop and they have taken off your license plate.
Yeah, Ben's Works.
Wait, now you're telling me that you're going back to your shop.
My shop.
Correct.
My shop doesn't service cars.
Okay, I understand that.
I was at Ben's Works.
Just hear me out, okay? Stop cutting me off. You tell me that you're picking up your car from a mechanic shop or from a shop where they took off your license plate. If they took it out, how is it back at your shop?
It's the plate's back in my shop because it was in my business partner's car. I have 2 cars. So I left it on the back.
You see how your story's changing?
Sorry?
You see how your story's changing? You're telling me that the shop that you picked it up off from took off your plate and now miraculously made its way back to HB.
Well, it didn't miraculously. It went with my other car.
Okay.
It went with my Lamborghini SVJ.
You didn't tell me that initially.
Well, no.
You just told me that the other shop took it off.
They took it off, yes.
Okay.
And I told you I was going back to my shop.
Okay, sit down.
Yeah, no worries.
I got a text from Damon saying he got pulled over and head over here. I was trying to find him right now. With my friend Darcy. Darcy's from Kelowna. This is Huracan. Left here. We should see him somewhere here. He's in the 720 GTR. He was doing a quick drive just to check on it. And I see police lights. A few of them. Why is there 2 cops? Why's a cop like on the sidewalk? All right, stay tuned.
Back up. Now I just have, I guess, the one officer still here. Dave has entered the chat. This officer has like every light possible now on the front of his car. Just in case there wasn't enough lights on before.
So we're here in Newport, just off the actual PCH. Damon went to test out the car because he noticed a bit of a shimmy in the tires. So just alone, not filming or anything like that. And then he called me saying, I got pulled over, come over here. He doesn't have the vlogging camera, he has his phone, so I'm sure you've already captured it. You probably know more than I do. So we're gonna see what's going on. Oh, in full force. What's up?
I don't know. This officer's being funny because he was like, where's your plate? And I said, well, I just came from a shop, Ben's Works. The plate was left at the shop, and then I left. And now I'm going back to my shop, and that's the plan. And he goes, well, where's the plate? I said, well, it's back in my shop. He goes, well, how did it miraculously come back to your shop? He's like, you see how your story's changing? And I was like, my story's changing? You just, I mean, really haven't let me explain all the details. Like I said, the plate was off at this one shop, and I'm going back to my shop.
But the plate's a fix-it tickets. What's the big deal? Is that why you got pulled over?
I think so. He also said something about my speed, but I wasn't speeding. Like, I really wasn't. I was cruising back. But he also mentioned my modified exhaust, which is a null point because it's not car's not from here. But anyhow, I'm just waiting for him. He's taking forever. He's been on the phone. There was a backup car here. It's like
How long you been here for?
like 20 minutes. Was it just him?
Yeah, just one. The other dude just left when we got here. But that's how people are having a hard time getting around. Like one truck hit his mirror on that sign. Okay, it's super off to the side. So you might want to move.
Mr. Damon, what's your current address?
Hey, it's the one that's on here.
That's this one?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Am I gonna make it on YouTube?
I don't know. What's the ticket for?
You'll see in a second.
If it's for no plate, then no. Because that is something that is definitely my fault. But if you were trying to give me a ticket for an exhaust or a speed that I didn't commit, then definitely.
Gotcha.
So you know I do YouTube.
Do you have? Yeah, I know.
So you know my car's not from here.
Understand.
Okay.
Do you have insurance for the vehicle, sir?
Yeah.
May I see it?
Yeah, 1 second. So you have a radar detector that proves that I was speeding.
You'll see in court, sir. Do you have any proof of the insurance, sir?
Why would we see in court?
Okay. Do you have insurance? Proof of the insurance, sir?
Yeah. He's getting. You have it, Dave?
I texted you.
Oh, thanks.
Can approach?
Nope.
All right, guys. I have to thank today's sponsor, Ticket Clinic, the nation's largest law firm. They've already helped over 10 million people with tickets. They specialize in traffic tickets, suspended licenses, and DUIs. Now, the best part is fees start at just $69 plus costs, if any. There's no traffic school, no points, and in most cases, you don't even have to go to court. To contact them is really easy. There's 3 ways I'd love. Take your ticket right now and text it to 305-305 for a free quote, or call them 1-800-CITATION. Last but not least, go to theticketclinic.com, submit your ticket, and they'll take care of you, especially when they don't have proof. It's actually a really easy case, just like this one. So our next call would be Ticket Clinic.
For unsafe speed, approximately 75 and 45, and 2 for no proof of insurance, okay?
Sorry. What was the first one?
I already explained it to you. Unsafe speed, sir.
How fast?
75 and 45, sir.
And what was the measuring device?
If you'd like to discuss or argue the citation, you can do so in court, sir.
Okay. And then what was the other one?
The second violation is no proof of insurance, sir, okay?
I gave you insurance.
It is a correctable violation, so once you show proof in court, we can get that dismissed. Court signed the white box, not admission of guilt, just promise to take care of the citation.
All right.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, man.
Please drive safe.
Yeah. Get a radar detector.
What did he get you for?
He didn't get me for anything. He said I was speeding, which I actually wasn't.
Okay, I heard him say he can just tell by the way you were driving.
Yeah.
So that won't hold up in court. That's easy.
And then no proof, no insurance.
Well, that's easy. That's already been renewed. I'll show that. That's it? What about the plate thing?
They didn't even give me a ticket for no plate. All right. So, first of all, I got pulled over for allegedly speeding, allegedly having a modified exhaust. I do. Allegedly having no plate. I do. If that officer had written me a ticket for no plate, guilty. Modified exhaust, guilty, but null and void. Car's not from this country, and I can legally drive it here. He gave me a ticket for speeding. Car's almost on E. Can't floor. Like anything below 25% in this car, the injectors are so big and has a separate tank for the fuel. I'm not making this up. Alex at Quintani told me, do not throttle that car. So I'm cruising, right? And don't get me wrong, you could be cruising and still breaking the law, speeding. I swear I was not speeding. That's why I was like, when the officer asked me, he's like, am I gonna be on YouTube? And I was just like, I don't know, like, bro, like if you write me a normal ticket for something I did wrong, I gotta put you on YouTube. Like, I'm guilty. Like, take my licks and pay my ticket or whatever I gotta do. But the dude wrote me for speeding. He never wrote me for no plate. He never wrote me, obviously, for an exhaust because he knew he couldn't. And then he wrote me for allegedly no insurance. I didn't have it in me to just sit there and argue with him. It's pointless at that point. He was already like, see me in court. We checked the insurance papers, which I gave him, and he either read the date wrong or he's just lying that I didn't have proof of insurance. Or he's just gonna say that I can't show it digitally or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's a law here, but we have insurance. I have registration.
Will not drive that car with no insurance.
By the way, I gave him registration on here too, and he was fine with that. Ticket Clinic will take care of this. And it's just frustrating that someone who has a gun and a badge has, like, he could have wrote me a legitimate ticket, and then he didn't even write the legit ticket. He just wrote a bullshit ticket. Makes no sense.
So
I don't understand.
What you're gonna do right now, it's really easy. Take a picture of that and text it to 305-305, and I'll get a free quote. Take care of that.
Done. I will send it right now. I'll text it.
305-305. Save that in your phone.
You are gonna be on YouTube now. Yes, son of a bitch. He knew who I was the second he walked up. He played dumb because he asked me if I ever had a California driver's license. Like, no, bro, I just gave you a Canadian license with Canadian registration. Like, why are you playing games? I just went and got my hair cut. I'm not joking. Newport Beach, back to the shop, cruising.